There we go. So everybody put one hand on their heart, one hand on their belly. Just notice how you're feeling. Notice your breath. Notice how you feel. Just take a moment just to be still and be here and forget about what was going on before. I will. Get that picture for us to see. Here we are. Let's just look at the pictures for a moment. How do we feel? For all the pictures. Just notice how you're feeling today. There's no right or wrong. And then we will go on to Hello November. So we've got November down the side here. And we just pick up letters as we go through. There we are. And now we have those two back. There. Kathy came back, and now we have I saw Jennifer. Oh well, so we have November. Not everyone gets you, but it's okay because when you value your time, attention, and energy, you attract more people who see your beauty and worth, own your enoughness, and the right ones will find you. And so remember, the November challenge is talking about celebrating gratitude. And it suggests that you send at least 4 thank you cards in the mail. And the cards could be sent to loved ones who live far away, community workers who help your family locally, or maybe somebody who's your teacher, like at dance or art or something. Anyway, so you could send a thank you card, or you could also, and maybe also, start a gratitude journal. And I had sent you some sheets. Oh, I'm just gonna go here. So this is a gratitude journal you could have, or you could buy a book specially for writing in. But for this one, I started it, you could say like today, Thursday. So you just put the Thurs and add it to the day. And you don't have to do every day, but you could if you want to. And the other thing is, you could just maybe fill in the bubbles. Think, I am grateful for, I am grateful for. Just have one little thing in there. Fill in the little bubbles. And of course, what are you going to be thankful for? Well, if you think about positive things, how you could be positive, and you look for that in someone else. And you could think to yourself, oh my gosh, that person is happy. I'm so grateful that person is happy. And that person, oh, that person is peaceful. That I'm so grateful that person is peaceful. Or that person is calm or compassionate, balanced, or kind. You could see that in other people. And then try also, because kindness and gratitude is like a ripple. If you're kind to other people are going to be kind to you. So if you start it by saying, I'm happy, then maybe everybody's going to be happy. So there we go. You could write, or you could do like us with our basket. You could get yourself a basket of stones like this, or even a jar or whatever, a bucket. And every time you're grateful, you just pop one in and pop one in. And you could notice how much gratitude you have in one day, or how much you've noticed you're grateful for in a day. And of course, you can walk and think that I am grateful for. As you're walking, think, oh yes, I'm grateful for the house I live in. I'm grateful for the food I eat. I'm grateful I have nice warm shoes. All right, so we'll do our meditation. So get yourself comfortable. Are you comfortable? Then we will begin. So we can just start with having some gratitude breath. You just breathe in and out. Think of the things you're grateful for. Maybe think to yourself, I am loved. People show me kindness. I am safe. I am happy. I am funny. People care for me. There's all sorts of things. Just think of those things you're grateful for. Just sit there and let them pop into your head and think about the loving kindness that you are shown. And think how grateful you are for that. Just sit and take deep breaths in and out. Maybe put your hands on your heart. That helps you to remember all the things you're grateful for. Maybe you're grateful for the food you've just eaten or you're going to eat. You had a happy day. Maybe you did some fun stuff today. Just think about that. fun thing did you do today? Did somebody help you today? Be grateful for that. If you want to close your eyes or just look at the flowers, that's fine. Of course, the flowers have gone now, but we could be grateful that we had summertime when we did have flowers. And tomorrow being Remembrance Day, of course, we're grateful for the people who went to fight for us, the people who serve in the military, the veterans, the people who continue to serve and help us. Tomorrow we'll be very grateful on our special Remembrance Day. And we should be grateful that we live in peace. There. Now we're going to take a moment like we do every week, just to remind ourselves all the positive things that we should try and do. Just let things go and be patient with ourselves and with other people. And of course, accept who we are and accept how others are, other people. And every week we think gratitude. But every week I have my basket of stones. And Claire, you're first on my list there. So Claire, take a moment. Think of something you're grateful for. And Megan. And Sarah. Kathy. I don't think Jennifer keeps popping up, but she never gets to join. So now my basket is not empty. We have stones in the gratitude basket, which is great. So each day, give yourself a little time out to sit quietly and be thankful for all you have. There. And we still don't have Jennifer. She keeps seeing her name pop up, and I say admit, and then she never seems to get here. Oh well. Maybe she's having trouble. So, our story today is I Am Peace. It's a book of mindfulness by Susan Verdi. There are times when I worry about what might happen next and what happened before. The thoughts in my head are like rushing water, and I feel like a boat with no anchor, being carried away. I give myself a moment. I take a breath. And then I tell myself, it's all right. I feel the ground beneath my feet and steady myself. And I start to notice the here and the now. My thoughts begin to settle. My mind begins to clear. I am peace. I can watch my worries gently pop and disappear. I let things go. I know I can say what I feel inside out loud. I know myself. I can share kindness with others. I make a difference. Can you see what's happening there? Look. Oh, look at that. A tree grew. I can hug a tree and thank it for its beauty and strength. I connect to nature. I can watch the clouds make shapes against the sky. I know wonder. I can taste and smell and touch and hear and see what is all around me. I use my senses. I can feel my breath fill my whole body. I tune into me. Now the water is still. I have found my anchor and everything is all right. I don't need to worry about before or after. I am in this moment. I am peace. Now I share my peace with others and hope that it is carried away to those who need it. And I dream we are peace. That is so nice. Let's just take a little moment to go through a little meditation she gives us at the end of the book. And she talked about being in a boat without an anchor, and we practiced anchor breath before. Let's just think about that. Think about breathing in and out, and that your belly is an ocean. And with each inhale, the waves rise. So your belly rises, and then as you breathe out, it falls. So just think you're a small boat on your ocean, and you don't want the boat to capsize, but you do want to help guide it towards the shore. And you can do this by taking nice, slow, deep breaths in and out through your nose, Create a steady rhythm for your boat by breathing nice and calmly and slowly. And you can feel your belly rise and fall. Just imagine your boat's on your belly. Now it's nice and calm. And you can imagine that your boat has landed on the shore. Now just feel your breath filling your body. And then just start thinking to yourself, and maybe say something kind to yourself. You are wonderful. You are special. You are peace. Okay, I'm going to make my way to sit on the floor. We'll start doing some moving. Sit on my meditation cushion. My legs are crossed. Knees are down. I'm nice and comfortable. One hand on my heart, one hand on my belly. And I'm just going to notice how I'm breathing now, how I feel. Hands on your knees. Tuck that chin in. And curl the spine into our cat. And slide the hands back to the hips. Pull the elbows back and look up for the cow. Just curl that spine. Tuck the chin in. And then curl it back. Pull those hands back to the hips. And look up. And slide the hands to the knees. Chin down. And now sitting up nice and tall. And just do our rainbow arms from side to side. Lovely. And then hands back on knees. Chin down. Curl the spine. Slide the hands back. Pull the elbows back. Then slide the hands to the knees. Then slide the hands to the hips, looking up. Slide the hands to the knees and chin down. And then hands on the knees, sitting up nice and tall. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then just look over your shoulder. And then go to the other side. Keep going from side to side. And as you twist, your spine is nice and tall. And then reach up high. Reach, reach, reach. And hands on your knees, sitting up nice and tall. And we're just going to curl again. Chin down. And slide the hands back to the hips. Look up. Slide the hands to the knees and curl, chin down. Slide the hands back to the hips, look up. Then hands on knees. And just breathe nice and slowly. Then bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your feet nice and close so you're in butterfly. Maybe let those knees flap like butterfly wings. Bring those knees up. Stretch the legs out. Stretch those legs, stretch those heels away, bring the toes up to touch, well, not to touch the sky, but the toes can wiggle, pointed to the sky. There. All right. Now we're going to roll onto our hands and knees. Move away what you were sitting on. Now you're in tabletop. So hands are below the shoulders and knees are below the hips. So we're just going to do nice big circles with the hips going round and around. One way and then go the other way. Dropping the hips right down to the heels, over to the side. Nice big circles with the hips. And then just go the other way. And then reach those hands as far as they'll go, right to the end of the mat. To your hips, below or over your knees. Your knees are on the mat. Just drop the elbows, drop the head. Hips are up in the sky. Heads down. Melting heart pose. Take a nice slow deep breath. Push yourself up nice and slowly. Open the knees up, so spread the knees apart. Keep the big toes together. Drop the hips. Drop the head. We're in child's pose. Just melt into the pose. Melt into the child's pose. The hips are down. Just feel nice and soft all over. Take a nice slow deep breath. Remember, this pose is great for calming you down. And for stretching lots of muscles and joints. It helps to make you so flexible. You do this one every day. And just slowly push yourself up. Bring those knees together. Oh, Jennifer keeps trying to join us, so I have to keep coming up and here we are. So we're back. We're going to be in tabletop. So knees are below the hips, hands are below the shoulders, but then just put your hands forward just a little bit. And the knees are together. And we're just going to go back. Stretch the arms. So we're extended child's pose. And then we're just going to lean forward. So the shoulders are over the hands. Your arms might be wobbly a bit, but they're not warmed up yet. That's okay. Then push your hips down. Stretch the arms out. So your extended child's pose. Then just rock forward so that your shoulders are over your hands. Holding your body up. And just push yourself back. Nice and gently and slowly. Stretch the arms. And just rock forward. Your shoulders are over your hands. Warming up the arm muscles to hold your body. Push yourself back. Arms are straight. Extended child's pose. And now we're going to get ready to do our downward facing dog. So get your arms and your hands ready. Curl the toes under and push your hips up into the air. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Now we're downward facing dog. Let's just let our backs of our legs stretch for a moment. Being curled up on the ground. Our knees have been bent. Now our knees are nice and straight and our legs are straight. Now we're just going to lean down into a plank. So your shoulders are over your hands. That's too much. Just put your knees down and hold your body up. You put your knees on the ground and your hands on the ground in a kind of a small plank. Or you can have your knees up and then push yourself up into a downward facing dog. So you've got straight arms, straight legs, your head's down. Now just let your body go down nice and gently into a plank. So your shoulders are over your hands, legs are straight, or you can put your knees down. Try keeping your legs straight, holding your body up. Your arms are going to get nice and strong doing this. Then push yourself up into a downward facing dog. And then just feel the stretch in the back of the legs. Now walk your hands, your feet together. Now, hands are on the mat. You're in a forward bend. And just slowly slide up. Come up nice and slowly. So you stand up nice and tall. And now we're standing. Jennifer got here, I think. Jennifer joined us. Hello, Jennifer. Now we're going to get our legs nice and wide apart. And turn our one set of toes to the short end of the mat. One. The back toes are facing the long end of the mat. Bend the knee into a square. Make sure you can see those toes. Arms go up. Then just turn and face your front fingers. You're a strong warrior. Legs are strong, arms are strong. And just rest your front arm on the front leg and bring the arm up over your ear. And stretch. Stretch. And then sweep back into warrior two. And back hand goes down, front hand comes up. Reach it up into the sky, over your head. And then sweep back into warrior two. Let your arms come down. Toes face the same way. Bend at the hips. Reach down to touch the mat. Now you will walk your hands past your knee so your leg gets stretched out behind you. And then you walk the other way. Your hands go past your foot. Your leg gets stretched and your knee gets bent. Walk your hands back past the other foot. Stretch the leg, bend the knee. Hands go back past the other foot. Stretch that leg, bend the knee. Now walk your hands past the other foot. This time we're going to keep going and then just turn around. Drop the knee. And so you're kneeling on one knee. And then you reach up high. And then just put your head back on the mat. Push yourself back up. Back into the center. And hold your elbows. You're dangling like a rag doll. And hands onto your ankles. Slowly slide your hands up your legs. Coming up. Do a star. And then just take a nice long deep breath. You drop the arms down. Now turn your face the other way. Front knee bends, back leg, the back toes are facing the long end of the mat. Make a square knee, and arms go up. Turn to face those front fingers. Feel strong legs and strong arms. And then rest your arm on the front leg. Bring your back hand over your ear. Reach, reach, reach. Then swing back, warrior two. And back hand goes down, front hand comes up. Holding it there. Back into warrior two. Arms come down. Toes face the same way. Bend at the hips. We're going to do a little walk one way. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. The other way. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. And go back to the other way. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. And then come back. And then turn the front toes. Go down onto one knee. One knee's down. One knee's bent. And then just lift those arms up. And down the hands go. Just push yourself back up. Come to the center. Hold your elbows. Let your head dangle like a rag doll. Hands on your ankles. Slowly slide your hands up. Nice and gently. Stretch up tall. And now turn your toes so they face the corners of your mat. Bend the knees. Bend the arms. So you're in our goddess pose, our sitting goddess. Keeping the shoulders up. And then push yourself up. Push yourself, those hands up, and then breathe out as your arms come down. You can walk your feet together. You can give them a little shake. And just put your hands on your back. And just look up nice and gently. Just look up very, very slightly. And breathe in. Noticing your core muscles. Those are the muscles in your tummy. Notice how they are working. Hold them tight. And then just come back to mountain pose. Stand for a moment so the ankles and the toes and your feet are grounded to the mat. Knees are above the ankles, the hips are above the knees, and the shoulders above the hips. And then just notice, wiggle your tongue. There, make sure there's no tension there. And then we're going to go back down onto the mat. Go back into child's pose. You're going to get a little rest in child's pose. So you go back onto your tabletop. Open the knees. Keep the big toes together. Just let your hips go down, your head go down. Just have a rest. Take a nice slow deep breath. Maybe you feel a little easier when you're in this child's pose this time. Maybe you're enjoying it after all that work you did when you were standing. And you push yourself up so that you can swing your legs around or lie down on your back. So the knees are bent, feet are on the floor, hands are on the floor. Lift those hips up. Lift the hips up. Make a bridge. The water flow under your bridge. Maybe even put your hands under your bridge. Instead of keeping them here, you can put them underneath you. Slowly take your hands out. Let your hips go down. Take a few breaths here, slow deep breaths, and then you're ready. We're going to breathe in and lift your hips up again. Lift those hips up high. There's lots of room underneath your hips. Got a nice tall bridge. And then the hands, bring them out. Let your hips go down. Now bring those knees up, give them a hug. Roll from side to side. And then put those feet down, keep the knees up. And then just let the knees drop to one side together. Then the arms go out in a T and then look away from the knees. So you get those knees right over. You've got a big twist going on here. Knees are going one way. Your arms are out in a T and you're looking away from your knees. It's a nice slow deep breath. And just slowly bring the knees up together. And look up at the ceiling. And just let the knees drop to the other side together. And then just look away from the knees. And your arms are still out in a T. Your knees are together, drop to the ground. You're looking away from your knees. Just feel relaxed. Bring those knees up. And then bring one knee up, give it a hug, and pop that ankle onto the knee. We'll do our reclined pigeon pose. Again, just arms down, palms facing up. One foot's on the mat, one foot's up in the air. Let this knee that's up in the air just fall away. Just let your hips relax on the mat. Take some slow deep breaths. Bring that knee up, give it a hug. Let that foot go down. Bring the other knee up, give it a hug. And pop that ankle on the knee. Bent knee. Again, just Place your arms down, palms up. Just let your hips relax on the mat. Let this bent knee that's in the air just relax. Just let it fall away from you. Take some nice, slow, deep breaths. Bring the knee up. Bring both knees up. Give both knees a hug. Just roll from side to side. Place the feet down nice and gently. Now you can get ready for Shavasana. You have cushion under your head, a blanket over your body. Just relax. Sit in the chair and relax, or lie on the floor, wherever you are. And just close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Just imagine you're sitting on a puffy white cloud in the bright blue sky. And you can see the tops of the houses and the trees below. You feel like you're resting in a bed of soft pillows. You just lay back. It feels like the puffy clouds are hugging you, just like a big, soft blanket. Take a long, deep breath in of clean air and look at the blue sky. The warmth of the sun shines on your face. You feel safe and cozy. It is quiet and peaceful. Slowly start to wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. Move your head from side to side. Roll over to one side and push yourself up nice and slowly. Come up to seated. And then just be ready. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and just notice how you're feeling. Just notice how you're feeling. And hopefully you're all fixed, like Claire asked to be fixed. Are you fixed, Claire?
Peace is in me. Peace is in me. Peace is in me.
Peace in me. Oh, and we still have that little blue one in her.
Not with your eyes. Not with your nose. Not with your lips. I love your heart. I want to give it to them. To the world.
Share your love and your gratitude, right? Here we go.
Oops, I'm sorry, Lola. Sorry.
Oh, I've got your love and your light in my heart. I'm glad you made it, Jennifer. I saw you kept trying to get in, and then I kept admitting you, and you didn't.
I don't know.
You
I don't know what.
You don't know what
I
was
don't know what happened, but anyways.
And hopefully, well, that might be me on Saturday, because tomorrow you're getting all the rain, I think, and then we get the rain and the winds on Saturday, so we might not have any power on Saturday.
Okay.
Tuesday, we had high winds and the power kept going out. Because apparently all the trees that were broken from Fiona, if they blow in the wind, they lean on the power lines and the power goes out. So hopefully I'll see you Saturday. But if not, you've still got your my love and my light in your hearts, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So
What did you say? Thank you, Lola.
well, thank you for coming to this evening. It's so nice to
Thank
meet
you.
everybody. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.